No, seriously, did you have to, this is so weird I'm asking this. We've been married for so long. In my house, Christmas, wake up, stockings, breakfast,
Sure.
presents.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you got to open the stocking from Santa Claus first.
Right, right.
So we had a couple of unwrapped presents that were also from Santa, and then everything else was wrapped as they were our gifts from each other.
What was unwrapped?
Well, Santa didn't have time to wrap like the big presents.
That's because you had 6 kids.
Yeah, so we like kind of put out a couple of the big ones first. We're like, that's from Santa, cool. Could see them, enjoy them.
Here's some straw.
And then later on, we would unwrap presents. Yeah.
I started a new tradition for Christmas and Thanksgiving just 2 years ago, which was I cook for the family. This year it was like, what, 15?
It's awesome. We just stay out of his way.
And so I cook, and I get 2 turkeys, and I grab one of the nieces or nephews, and I bring them over, and I go, here, you're carving. And they go, I don't know how to. And I go, you're doing it. You'll figure it out. You have
Except for our
friends.
nephew Gabriel, who's like a huge horror aficionado.
Right.
He actually works down at one of the scariest houses, haunted houses in Utah, and he's incredible with makeup. And he's like, I can do this. I've studied the human anatomy.
Other people are sitting there looking it up on their phones for each other and stuff, and it's just really fun. And just to see
It
people.
turns out the same.
And it is really fun. But one thing that we did do, Erin and I did, when we first got together.
Well, this was your idea.
It was, but we took the tree, because we got live trees, and we took the tree, and when we got the ring.
And you have to cut off that first inch so that it can reabsorb water.
And so what we did is we kept them. And we kept them, and this one's 2004. This one is 2002.
We were rich during 2012. Look at the
See,
size
yeah,
of
the
that
big
tree.
ones, you could go, oh, we had some cash that
So he would
year.
write T heart T and then
Right.
the year.
Yeah, oh, look at this here.
And then
Oh, a lot of macaroni and
leaner
cheese.
year. Ooh, look at that.
Macaroni
We were
and
totally
cheese.
flush in 98.
I know,
what
right?
What were we doing?
Right, where are the other ones? Where are the end ones? Oh, here it is.
That was the very beginning.
1996 to this year. This year still.
Last Christmas,
but coming up.
27. No, this is actually
There.
2017. Where's 2018?
Well, we haven't
get it.
We haven't done it yet.
Well, I have to get the tree so we can have it. Otherwise,
Well,
it
we
doesn't
will.
sound right.
How many years?
23 years.
There you go. So, don't
And
feel
he hasn't
bad.
killed me.
Well-
That's pretty good, I think.
Just a matter of. So anyway, I just missed
Probably mentioning it here live is not going to help you at all.
opportunity. So anyway, I was really proud of this because we started it, and that one day I just said, hey, we should do this, and we've done it ever since.
And every year we get to add on to the string, and it's such a cool moment.
And someday it'll be a bonfire. So just if you want to see this, what it looks, the whole thing
It'll be a
looks like.
bonfire. Our
Like
children will cherish
That's
this.
that's our life.
When we're
right
old
there.
and hideous, our children will continue to do this. I'm sure of it.
Got a little clue for you. Very hideous.
This is our most inspiring beginning to the Todd and Erin daily stream
Heads up.
ever.
All right, so so start a tradition. It's awesome.
By the way, if you want some ideas on some new traditions to start with your family, or maybe you're kind of beginning your own, you want to do something different, if you go to the ToddandErinDailyStream.com, we've got a whole list of ideas, things that other people have done, new rituals that you can start. It's really fun, and we'd love to have you add your ideas too. It'll be great.
All right, very good.
Everything in the world has now been recalled.
Okay,
There is not a single food item you can
Okay.
consume without killing yourself.
Off the top of my head, I'm going to say romaine lettuce.
Number one,
And I
CDC just threw up their hands and went, all of it's bad.
Because we don't know where it's coming from. I threw out a salad, and I threw out some other romaine.
It was
Now,
awful. Somebody wrote, but my turtle just ate our romaine lettuce, and I'm still waiting to hear back from her how the
Stuff
turtle's
that
doing.
turtle.
I'm waiting to hear back how the turtle's
Now,
doing.
usually when recalls come out, that Bluebell Dairy that makes ice cream is always on the list, isn't it?
No.
It
maybe
always
not always.
is.
Well, it gets worse. Now, this is like the most heinous thing I can imagine, because to me, Captain Crunch is this sacred food item.
It's not even food.
Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch cereal has been recalled. There is a slight chance, apparently, of salmonella. I would like to point
People
out, though,
won't care.
still there's Captain Crunch, so you can move past the salmonella, but apparently they're taking it all back. So
It's not even food.
Captain Crunch Peanut Butter Crunch, take it back to the store. Okay, then it just gets so much worse.
Wait,
Less than a week before Thanksgiving, and if you haven't gotten this yet, they are decisive in their desire to have you return it. Jenny-O recalled more than 91,000 pounds of ground turkey. Once again, possible salmonella. Once again, everything. Also, just this last Friday, ground beef. There's a possible E. coli contamination.
Sure, there's ground beef, yeah.
And there is kind of a problem. This was shipped to Utah by Majestic Meat Company. And then, of course, it gets worse because then we're going to pork. People have been hospitalized eating the pork that was being traced back to Vietnamese food manufacturer. So
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a place?
They're pork rolls.
Is there a place you can go? Because
Long Fung Food Products for the pork rolls.
Whatever you're going to call it is fine with me. There is a website.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, you are.
No. Let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it gets even worse now. And then of course you would think that what's the one thing that nothing could ever hurt, right? Nothing could ever touch it. Ramen.
Captain Crunch.
Ramen noodles.
It's so dry. How could anything live?
No. Gin ramen. If you've got it, send it back. It's going to kill
Don't send it back. Just throw it out. It costs you 3 cents.
But here's the deal. If you can either go to the CDC's website, you can go to the U.S. Food Department of Food and Drug Administration. They will also give it to you. Or you know what? I'll just give you the link underneath the show today so you can click on it and see what's about to kill you that you're about to put into your mouth. Congratulations.
Like to return my noodles.
Happy holidays.
By the way, the same thing goes for your car, and a lot of people don't know this. Just a little useless information. You want to check if your car has been recalled on any parts of it. You bought it used. You don't know, do you?
They're supposed to mail you recall notices, but that
if you
doesn't always
don't,
happen.
you buy it secondhand, they're not going to send you anything.
They're not that emotionally invested in you.
But you'd be surprised. My friend had 4.
Wow.
My friend had 4, including brakes.
We had one on your Tacoma. We didn't have anything on mine though, right?
No.
Okay, so that's good.
As far as you know.
Okay, now I'm very excited about this because we
I am
launched
too.
the Todd and Erin Shop Locally Christmas list this week. And this is a really cool deal to us because anything you buy for the holidays, I get shopping in your underwear. Todd and I both do it, heaven knows. I don't want to actually have to go out and...
Then they kick you out of Walmart and you have to do it at home.
I don't want to like touch people when I shop because it stresses me out. So I'll do most of my stuff online. But the one time when you really want to support your local storekeepers and your local businesses and services would be this time of year, right?
Right.
So every day we're going to highlight an awesome new place that you should think about, know about. The deals are usually so much better than you can get anywhere else. And this one especially is amazing.
And let me say this about this. This isn't something you're going to need right now.
You never know. This is your job.
This is true. It might be a romantic night. And anyway.
You'd be amazed how many Christmas weddings they have.
I would imagine because this has to do with weddings and the decor that you need to put one on.
This is my dear friend Kathy Cushman, and it's UtahDIYwedding.com. UtahDIYwedding.com. Now get this. For $395, you get a complete wedding decor rental.
That can't be true. That can't be true.
The main drop: barrels or vintage furniture, signs, beverage station, food and dessert serving pieces, centerpieces, the cake table or a barrel, entry decor, sign-in decor, cards and gifts decor, favors decor, memory area decor, and then send-off decor.
I almost wish I had more daughters to pay for this.
You know, the cool thing about this, though, is they've got like rustic and boho. There's like vintage elegance. Now, Kathy's got like an 1,800 square foot warehouse. Cram jam with all this stuff.
So do you go there and pick out the stuff you want, the pieces?
Over 1,000 inventory items. So you go there, you pick up your packages worth, you take it with you. They can do rentals of up to 5 days because they know that it can take a bit.
So you throw the wedding and then you bring it back. And what was the price?
Bingo. $395.
And what's the name of the place?
$395. It's Utah DIY Wedding. You can go to Utah DIY Wedding on Facebook or on Instagram or on Pinterest and see some of her beautiful stuff. Or just go online and start contacting her now. She does have a special $50 off plus an extra backdrop free if you book by November 30th.
Get out of here. One more time, the website.
All right, UtahDIYwedding.com. It's my girlfriend Kathy. You're going to love this place. All right, coming up next.
All right, so it is time. Yes, we're coming up next. We go, tell me something good.
It's a pretty cool one, too. It's all about Black Friday in the best possible way.
And it's coming up next.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
All right, tell me something good is really special to me today, because I think that, especially here in Utah, we have a really strong history of like refugee feeling. The LDS pioneers came here first as kind
They
of
were
refugees.
refugees.
That's even how church leaders have put it. They were refugees from persecution back east.
Sure.
They've always shown a very strong support for a lot of the groups that come here. I mean, this is an amazing state for all of the religious organizations coming together to support the refugee families. As a matter of fact, when our kids went to Lady of Lords, we worked a lot with the Catholic Family Services.
Oh my gosh.
And there's nothing like trying to explain to a kid from the Sudan who Michael Jackson is and why he's now white. I mean, it's I'm not ready for this.
We watch kids come in speaking only Chinese, and then about 3/4 of the way through the school system, they were throwing slang around. They were that good.
I mean,
It was amazing.
It's such a cool thing to watch, but
So amazing.
as we all know, this is a really serious subject around the world right now. There's so many different hotspots. And I think for everybody who saw those lines on Black Friday and maybe an elbow was thrown or there were harsh words spoken and you're thinking, this all sucks. No, because there was a place in New York City and a place in London that had a Black Friday line that went down the block. And if you've been to New York City and London, you know how long those blocks are, and wrapped around it twice.
To buy what?
All waiting to get into one store.
What was it?
Choose Love. Now, this is a pop-up store that's stocked with important items and resources that you could buy for refugees in need. You can shop your heart out, leave with nothing, but feel the love. Now, this is like emergency blankets, tents, warm clothing, hygienic supplies, educational materials. And of course, you're shopping, you know, the items aren't there that you're taking out. You're shopping for these and purchasing them. Exactly.
Yeah.
This was so good last year. They raised over £1 million. So this is why they opened up the New York store this year.
£1 million?
And they think that they're going to more than triple their amount this year. And here's something that I thought was really beautiful. A couple of people said, it's true that the refugees need this help, but you are opening these shops in cities where the homeless are sleeping on grates to stay warm. And they went, you're absolutely freaking right. And so now they also have sleeping bags and supplies that can be purchased on behalf of the homeless that go out to homeless groups that spread these items around to people who need them.
Nice.
But to me, that is such an incredible thing. And so Josie Naughton's the chief executive, and she said, you know, the holidays are a time of abundance, but it does make you think about people who are not as lucky as we are. And when you look at the stats and how much money is spent on Black Friday, she thought, if we could just do like a fraction of that, she said like an infinitesimal 0.0% of a point of that, we could feed and clothe so many people. And so now they have. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's so amazing. Think of all of a sudden your persecution stuff, and then think about yourself being dropped off in a small town in Yugoslavia, and you don't speak the language. I mean, you are at the mercy of nice people.
And look at all you. You were wonderful.
Right.
By the way, if this is something that you would still like to help with, you can go to helprefugees.org. That's helprefugees.org. And you can still purchase Christmas and holiday items for the refugee families.
NASA, they have done it.
Tell me.
These people are crazy. They are long-term investors in science.
I just love
The
how they all
Insight
wear
mission.
the matching shirts and then they do like the cool high fives.
No,
This
they
is
do.
a great Twitter from the other day.
No, I read this now.
Okay.
So if you watch the end of the video, you'll see they're wearing burgundy short sleeve shirts. Okay, and this is like a testimony to back in the '60s when the Apollo missions were going on, that everyone just wore white shirts, a tie, and black horn rim glasses. Even if you didn't need glasses, you had to wear them.
On principle.
Pocket protector and stuff. And so they thought, you know, as a tribute to them, all wearing the same thing, because that's all anybody wore, they would do the same thing. Anyway, 7 years ago, let me say that again. 7 years ago,
Okay.
they launched a satellite. They launched a lander that was going to land on Mars, followed by 2 box satellites that chased it.
That's amazing.
Okay, so
Talk about playing the long game. I mean, seriously.
7 years ago. 7 years ago. I am astounded by this. So anyway, it approaches Mars, and they say, okay, I think we're going to land it. And then remotely, it takes over, and it does itself. It does its own thing. Here are some interesting facts, just because I'm a nerd.
I think it's cute that you're a nerd.
Love me, just a little. This thing comes screaming in. First of all, it went 301 million miles. Top speed of 6,020 miles per hour. Wow. It came screaming into the atmosphere.
Can you imagine trying to handle this landing? I mean, it's like everything you prepared for 7
5
years.
steps, 5 different steps. It's 1% atmosphere, so parachutes don't work
I
unless
would
you
have
get
been
it
sweating
down.
like a goat.
So you got, I can't remember the number, 6,200 miles per hour, and then you've got to slow it down to 5 miles per hour.
I'm sure that's super easy
And
remotely.
they do it with heat shields and do it this and that. And anyways, it plops down. If you want to see happy people, men and women, you have to watch.
And there's nothing more
the
adorable
video.
than watching NASA employees awkwardly high-five each other. It is so cute.
They didn't know how to hug. They were like,
Okay, that's
okay, just rub. Okay, there. It was hilarious to watch. And so
congratulations. That's so freaking cool.
someone's on Mars. I don't want to go to Mars. I don't want my wife to go to Mars. It doesn't look like a fun place, but what they're doing this time differently, just because I'm a nerd, is they're doing a lot more seismic activity experiment here.
I want to know about the polar caps and the aliens that we know are there in those caves. Okay, now of all the things that we could have talked about for the end of the show today, and,
Okay.
so many meaningful, fascinating
Don't spoil
things,
it.
the holidays.
Okay.
You insisted on this particular thing.
Yes.
All right.
And I just want to say this, and I want to say this because it is the winter season. What happens in the winter? Don't answer.
It
you
gets
know.
colder.
Don't say it. All right, here we go. Scientists have studied ant colonies, and they realize that they have different groups and workers. We all know this. They have the queen,
Sure.
and then we have the ants who take care of the queen.
The attending ants.
And then they have the workers, and they do all the
Their life
stuff
sucks.
inside the hive. And then they have the foragers. The foragers actually go out into the world.
They're the valiant
They
little
go
guys.
through and they're like foraging like this. And they're touching things, and things are touching them. And it's just like, oh, they come back and they, oh, maybe you've touched a pathogen of some sort. And the thing
Those
is,
poor little things.
they found out is the fact that the foragers don't mingle
They're like ostracized.
with the workers. The workers are the buffer. They stop them and they take it. Matter of fact, if there is a disease or if there is an illness they discover in an ant, they will take the ant out.
The ant's like, hey man, no.
No.
It's just allergies. I swear to
See
God, I
what's
don't have a
happening?
cold.
There's a buffer between the foragers
And then the inside of
and the queen. So the queen is here, foragers here. No, nothing.
Man, and I thought the foragers' life sucked in the first place. This is awful.
Now the lesson we have to learn.
So they
here-
actually quarantined the poor little foragers.
Yes.
That seems very unfair.
The lesson here is, if you're sick, don't go to work. If your kids are sick, don't send them to work.
You mean school?
Whatever.
Yes, learn from the ants. I think that's
The
a powerful
ants are
lesson.
trying to teach you a lesson. Next time someone shows up at your work sneezing and coughing, by the way, when you sneeze, these droplets can stay in the air for up to 20 minutes.
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's horrifying.
Send them home.
Ugh, okay. Hey, by the way, if you are still watching, and we're happy you are, don't forget that we have dinner for 4 at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. We're going to draw a winner on Friday. Just like or share the show today. You're automatically entered. Also, maybe you have not visited our brand new page, which is Mistletoe Mania.
Ah, what's that about?
All kinds of really cool holiday stuff and like kids crafts and food and easy desserts to make and decor. It's really nice. Much more talented people than I am. And of course, we also have Tell Me Something Good, our favorite page. And if you need something happy, like if something's really getting you down during the holidays,
We got good
you
stories.
deserve to be happy again.
Yes.
So you need to go there. So please stop by, like us, say hi. Thank you so much for watching today. And do not forget to support all of our local businesses
Yes.
that we're talking about this
Do
week.
that, would you?
And of course, today, once again, Utah DIY Wedding.
And
You're
go-
going to thank me big time for that one.
Go forage. Go forage. Go forth and forage.
Man, those poor little ants. That's just really mean-spirited.
This year
It's
must
not
have.
like they...
This year must have. 2009.
What
What
were we
did,
doing in 2009?
evidently not enough to make money because we got a tree the size of a broomstick.
You know, not everything is like, has to do with size, honey. I mean, maybe it was like a beautiful, well-proportioned tree, and that's... It could be that way. Yeah, I don't even remember, but it probably was.